Today we're going for a little tour around Philipsburg and St Maarten. This is on the Dutch side of the island. There are plenty of hotels, which I'm going to take you to tour a couple of today. And then there are lots of restaurants and bars, things to do on the beach. And if you take a cruise into St Maarten, this is where your ship is going to dock. So you're going to want to get to know this cruise port, see what there is to do, and where you can just have a beautiful, relaxing day. Let's do it. The first stop on today's tour is going to be the beautiful Holland House Beach Hotel. You can just come here and get some drinks at the bar if you're here for a day, or if you're on a cruise just stopping by the port. The bar is absolutely beautiful and it is very close to the cruise port. This would be a pretty relaxing place to grab breakfast or lunch or dinner. They have a really highly rated menu and you have these beautiful ocean views while you're enjoying your meal. Even if you're not staying at the Holland House, you could enjoy the amenities. You can get this wonderful beach deal with some drinks and chairs included, so you can hang out by the port, make sure your cruise ship doesn't leave without you, and enjoy maybe some jet skis or some ATVing on the boardwalk. But if you want to stay right here in Philipsburg on the Dutch side of St Maarten, you can stay for a night, 2, or even a week here at Holland House. Look at this gorgeous room. They have so many beautiful options. This is definitely a more upscale room. It has this private balcony feature. There's a table out there where you can enjoy your breakfast. The room is pristine and there's a beautiful rainfall shower in the bathroom. I love whenever there's a double vanity sink, but I have to show you another room which I completely loved, which had a bathroom situation that blew me away. This is an executive suite, which is why it has a separate living room. There's also a bar in this room. I think actually this might be the largest room that you could get in this hotel in St Maarten. And look at this bedroom. Okay, it has its own balcony that goes out there. We have the beautiful views of the ocean, all of that. But I have to show you my favorite feature, which is that when you're using the bathroom, if you're getting ready in the morning, or if you just want to wash your hands and have a gorgeous view of what's going on outside your window, there is a screen, basically a wall that comes up. It's like a retractable wall in the bathroom. And I just think it's so fun. I mean, it's not every day that you see this feature in a hotel. So why not, if you're going to splurge, get a little extra experience here. I would definitely snatch up one of their ocean view rooms, even if it isn't this super swanky one, because who doesn't want to take that in while having a beautiful cocktail and hanging out in their hotel robe. This particular day is in June, and that is basically the end of the busy season. And additionally, there were no cruises coming in this day, which is why the boardwalk looks a little more quiet, which, as someone who's a tourist and staying on the island, was pretty great. I have a lot of other videos on St Maarten, including more in-depth hotels and restaurant reviews and just things to do around the area, both on the French and the Dutch side. So as we pass by some of the bars and restaurants you can check out, let's take a closer look at one of my favorites. Just a couple minutes further down the boardwalk, you'll find Pelikaan Brewery. It is a very small brewery here in St Maarten, and they have really delicious beer. I had the blonde, and it's at Seaview Beach Hotel. Now, this hotel is a little bit more basic, although they do have some really nice rooms with really beautiful kitchens, but right now it's currently going under some renovation, so you'll have to check back when you're booking to see if it suits your needs. But I will say luxury is all over the outside of this. It has this beautiful beach access across the street, and you can get a day pass even if you're not staying here to use that awesome pool. It's one of the few pools in the area that, and it like doesn't even compare. There's no pool that looks like this on the ocean that I found during my stay there. I definitely recommend hanging out here. And if you can't tell from the photos, the pool is directly next to a beach bar and directly next to that Pelikaan Brewery, so you could have a really great day. Full disclosure, this was before noon, so apparently they get the party started a little bit early, but let's just consider this a judgment-free zone. So there's a ton of history and things to take in when you're walking the Philipsburg boardwalk. The Dutch Blonde Beach Bar is definitely a local fave, and if you're in the mood to do some of that famous cruise area shopping in Philipsburg, you just want to head like one street over. There are a ton of jewelry shops, places to get souvenirs, that sort of thing. And it's fun just to peruse the outside and pop your head into a couple stores here and there. This is also where you're going to find the St Maarten Visitor Center. And you have to save this recommendation for Luciano. You can get some coffees there, but the sweets are what you want to. There's some cannolis, there's gelato. I loved this one. It was a Dubai pistachio chocolate. You know how that's super trendy right now. I tried making some of these recipes at home. They were really tasty, but to have a cannoli that flavor was awesome. And this is just one of the many, many sweets in this area or at this shop that were so good. I would definitely go back and try some more. So definitely stop there for a little midday refresher to get some sweets, get some caffeine, and go out there and explore more of Philipsburg. Along the boardwalk, you'll also find Great Bay Beach, which I showed you views of earlier at those hotels. You can definitely pop in for a swim or just enjoy walking on the beach, watching the cruise ships when they're in port. But this is kind of a quieter area off season, so you're going to want to do some of those other things like shopping on Front Street and maybe popping into some of the casinos. Not too far away, you could also get on a beautiful catamaran that serves lunch, or you could check out a Creole cooking class. I have so many other videos on the Sip Bite Go channel for what to do, where to eat, and how to have a lot of fun with a family, or if you're on a romantic trip in St. Maarten. So make sure to check out some of my other videos with hidden gems. Cheers!